You know how a lot of manifestation coaches and content out there says if you just set it and forget it, or set the intention of what you want to manifest and let it go and detach, that you'll manifest it quickly. Or how a lot of people feel like they've gotten really great results by doing that. So I have a different idea or definition for detachment, and I'll share that in a moment. But here's why I think that doing that works for a lot of people and why it may not work for other people. So here's my theory. Now, when a person sets an intention of what they want and then they let it go, they go on with their day, they don't even think about the desire. When that desire does come back into their mind, what's going on is they are still thinking of that desire from the place of, I do have this, this is mine, it's already done, I know it's going to happen. So their dominant thoughts in their dominant state is still, I have this. This is mine, right? They're still living in the end. So of course it makes sense that when they set the intention, they forget it, they go on about their day, they don't really think about it. But when they do think about it, it's always in the positive, it's always in the state of the wish fulfilled. It manifests for them very easily or when they least expect it, right? But the reason why it may not work for other people is because for people that have a lot more resistance or not as much experience with manifesting their desires, they're newer to it. When they do this practice, they set the intention and they forget about it. When they do go to think about it because it pops up in their mind or something in their 3D reminds them of that desire, they think about it in the negative. All of their thoughts are in opposition, right? So their dominant state is, I don't have, how am I going to make this happen? When is this going to happen? This is crazy. Like, this is insane. I'm just faking it. This is all BS. And most of the time, the people that do set it and forget it, they don't have as much resistance or limiting beliefs around this thing happening, right? And most of their thoughts are when they do think about it, oh, this is going to happen, without a doubt. And it's usually the people who have been practicing manifestation, law of assumption, or even law of attraction. I see this more in the law of attraction community. So, of course, it makes sense that they manifest a lot easier in that way. But for a lot of people who are either newer to manifestation, or if you're trying to manifest something that you've never manifested before, and it seems like harder because you have a lot of limiting beliefs around it, aka resistance, right? Then it's good for you to do things like robotic affirming. I mean, I think regardless, it's great for everyone to do robotic affirming because all of robotic affirming is saying the same thought over and over and over again in your mind or out loud. And all affirmations are our thoughts, and you're thinking thoughts already. So you might as well affirm your desires as if you already have them, right? And then using things like listening to affirmation audio tracks or self-talk rampages to further get you in the mindset and get you thinking as the version of you who has what they want. So again, especially for people too who feel like, I have a lot more resistance around manifesting this thing, Hannah, I've never done it before, then just telling them to set it and forget it is probably not going to be enough. They need to be robotic affirming, telling them themselves the same thought over and over and over again through robotic affirming, and then using things like nervous system regulation to help them regulate their nervous system when they're feeling anxious, when they're feeling fearful, when they feel like the doubts are coming in and they're about to dwell in the negative, right? So I think that concept can help and work for some people, but you just got to know yourself and ask yourself, okay, do I have a lot of resistance around this thing? Okay, I do. Then I probably should do things like robotic affirming, listening to audio tracks to really program myself into this new state as this new version of me. And I will also say too, to me, detachment means that you, again, just like I kind of shared, is you are so in trust and so confident and so secure that this thing is going to happen that you just know it's inevitable. So when you do the affirming, it's very effortless for you, or naturally you just know it's going to happen. So You don't obsess over it. You're not anxiously attached to the how or to the when. You just know it's going to happen. So that to me is also detachment, which is basically like what I just shared. For those that feel like doing that, setting it and forgetting it works for them. You feel me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Let me know in the comments below.